Welcome to the Foundations of the IEP training series. This recording is part of a series of videos on IEP compliance. The South Carolina Public Charter School District takes steps to ensure that one or both of the parents of a student with a disability are present at each IEP meeting or are afforded the opportunity to participate, including 1. Notifying the parents of the meeting early enough to ensure that they will have an opportunity to attend, and 2. Scheduling the meeting at a mutually agreed upon time and place. The methods for distributing meeting notices are covered specifically in each school's special education policies and procedures. Each school defines how they will distribute invitations, the time frames in which they will be delivered, and how they will document the delivery. Please refer to your school's policies and procedures to learn the specifics related to your school. This is the link that is located on each student's home page that you will find and follow in Enrich to start the meeting invitation process. Adding invitations in Enrich can be done by following the Create a New Meeting link that generates after selecting the link on the previous slide, as seen on the Enrich screenshot above. The IEP team includes the student's parents, not less than one general education teacher of the child. This must be a teacher who is or may be working with the student to ensure success in the general curriculum and implementation of their portions of the IEP. Not less than one special education teacher of the child, where appropriate, not less than one special education provider of the child, a representative of the school or the LEA representative. This is someone who is qualified to provide or supervise the provision of specially designed instruction to meet the unique needs of children with disabilities. They know the general education curriculum, and they know about the availability and is able to commit the resources and funds of the school. Related services personnel as appropriate. So any individuals who have knowledge of the special expertise regarding the student. If a student has related or additional services on the IEP, that provider must be invited to the meeting. And then the student, if the student is of transition age, so turning 13 during the course of the IEP or older. IEP meeting notifications must include the purpose, time, location of the meeting, and who will be in attendance, the positions, not necessarily the names. All of the required fields are included in Enrich. This is why an email or phone call asking the parent to attend a meeting doesn't suffice, even if they attend, because the phone call does not include all the necessary meeting notification requirements. The email will include those things if the Enrich invite is attached. There has to be documentation that a formal invite that included all of the above was provided. This is accomplished through the contact log in Enrich. The log needs to be specific enough that it is clear how the Enrich generated invite was delivered to the parent. For example, which one shows that proper notification was provided? Email or email with invitation attached. Does this make sense? One notification method that says phone. What if the parent doesn't attend and one of the two notifications were phone? There are no details here, no specifics to know if the contact even included the actual discussion with the parent and wasn't just a voicemail. Even if the parent attends, the meeting could be determined null and void if proper notification wasn't provided. If the student will turn 13 during the course of the IEP, the student must be notified of the meeting as well. Between 13 and 18, the parent can determine whether or not the student attends, but the student must be notified of the meeting. If the student is 18, the primary notice goes to the student and the parent gets a courtesy copy. The South Carolina Public Charter School District provides the possibility that certain IEP team members might be excused from attending either part or the entire IEP meeting. Allowing IEP team members to be excused is intended to provide additional flexibility to parents in scheduling to avoid delays due to scheduling conflict. This cannot be used as a regular practice. This provision applies specifically to the following IEP team members: the student's regular education teacher, the student's special education teacher, or the LEA representative. The requirement to excuse a team member will depend on whether or not the member's area of expertise will be discussed at the meeting. The requirement in this situation calls for an agreement between the parents and the school. If the parents are not in agreement, the team must find a time when all team members can be present. Paperwork to document missing team members and parental agreement or consent can be found in Enrich. Agreement or consent must be obtained prior to the meeting. This includes our portion of the Foundations of the IEP training on meeting notices. More information on other parts of the IEP can be found, including present levels, findings, annual goals, progress monitoring, services, transition, and prior written notice. This is not intended to be all-encompassing, but to provide an overview of what is required of the South Carolina Public Charter School District.